Well, hello. Is there anybody out there in Never Neverland? Hi, Eddie.
Just me.
I mean, if it's just us, we'll
I
just
think we can
laugh and
handle
have
it.
fun and it'll be
Talk
great.
smack.
We can talk smack. We can do that. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of stuff to talk smack about.
Right now there is. Oh my gosh. Just like a $12 million paint job in the reflecting pool. Yeah,
But yesterday was such a beautiful day.
it was. Hey,
Watching
Mary.
the Obama Library
Oh, yeah.
celebrations, it made me feel so good.
Yeah, I
And it
saw it.
was so
I happened
nice.
to see it live too. When Michelle
Oh,
was
it was
talking,
wonderful.
ugh,
Goosebumps.
Christina
Goosebumps, right?
Aguilera. Hi,
Oh,
Mary.
everything. Hi,
Yeah,
Mary.
I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I happened to stop right before Michelle got on stage, and I felt so lucky to have seen that live
Oh, it
because
was,
she
yeah.
just served serious, serious for
Hmm.
serious.
It was a
Okay,
master class in how to be shady without
and
being
classy
vile.
still
How to do it,
with
yes,
class.
in a classy
Yes,
way. Yes, yes.
it was great. Um, so here's what we're gonna do. Hold on. I'm gonna share the lamp before we uh do this part. And I wanted to share this too. I totally forgot to show you guys these. I found these cards when we went to that estate sale and I forgot. I think I got these for $1. And look at her. She's gorgeous and they're worn. And I use these for packaging and I also like to tuck them in pockets, but she is a tucker. Look at her.
Pull them a little bit closer to you.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Isn't she
Perfect.
beautiful? She's got a
There it
dog.
is.
Yeah. So anyway, looks like their grandkids were playing with them. They're all different scramble directions. Up, down, sideways, over.
They're not the right order. Doctor,
Like this.
doctor.
I'm not
They need to
voting.
be the exact right order.
Yeah, I do that with my till. I can't stand it when the money's like that. So when I go into count, I'm like trying to count while I'm doing this
Yeah.
with it and fix it, and then I have to do it again.
I'm kind of
It's
like that.
messy.
Yeah, I kind of was like that.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and tidy,
Yeah.
organized.
So she is this. I'm going to show you the light. Are you guys ready? So we have this light, right? And she is this tall. Well, this next one, I thought she was huge, and she is, but her jar is little. So she turned out the same size. I mean, look at her. And I put gemstones. I'm going to take this out. I put gemstones. She's got, let's see, a moon
That
right
turned
there.
out great.
And I need to hit it with the heat tool just to get any glue strings here. And I couldn't find the pom-pom balls I wanted to use here. I'm going to have to dig and I'll add those before I put this downstairs. There's like set diamonds. Zal, hello.
Hi,
And
Sal.
I made a mess right here. I need to fix it. And then she's got kickstands on. She's got like these big gemstone kickstands, so she'll hold still. And then I went over the back of it with Old English, but I didn't realize I had just set this on there when it was drying, and I didn't put glue on it, so it's not the same color. But I'm okay with it. What I did was boots. You see the boots?
Oh, I see it. Yes.
So I love her.
Boots.
She does have these pom-poms and all these little like meaningful. This was off of an old necklace. It has a C on it.
Pom-poms
It
are
was
perkier than I expected.
What's that?
Her pom-poms are perkier than I expected.
Oh yeah, she is very perky. And these pokey things right here. Oh, and the best part,
Yes. Oh, so good.
I am gonna hit her with because she does have some hot glue on her, and where I had to. But I am going to hit her with the heat tool so it goes off. And I ended up having to put these at the end of her hands to hold, and these are wood, and I covered them with tissue paper. They're just like little ovals, but it was to hold these. So this actually comes off if it needs to, but it needed something. Her arms needed to be long enough so that
Hello,
this
Kylie.
had room to spin. Yeah. Kylie, hello. So she goes in here like this. The only problem with her, and the reason she got the kickstands, is because, and she fits just right. The only problem is her jar is short. So I either need to put her in a taller jar, which is fine because all I do is remove the lid. I don't have anything on the jar. Or, because she's kind of top heavy, but that's why she got the kickstands. But she's mine. She's going on my mantle. This one is going to work. I didn't put glitter on her. Oh, darn. She's going to have to get some glitter. I think I'll end up putting black glitter around her little collar thing right here. That would be fun.
Hi, Anne.
I don't know where else. Hi, Anne. Anyway, I think she turned out so fun, and I really love her. And she's kind of got that vibe of the other lady that I brought up when I have the male and female, and I said I needed to figure out how to turn them into books. She's kind of got that vibe going on. But her movable part just makes me so happy. I should do another one with a red and white, crazy swirl that spins. I think that would be really fun too.
Oh, that would be. Yeah.
Yeah, just something with that. It doesn't even have to be one of these. So this is all little tiny crystals. Her lid.
Kylie says no glitter.
No glitter?
I don't know if she's like saying, "Oh my God, no glitter," or "Gosh, no glitter." I don't know. Clarify, Kylie.
We usually avoid the glitter, but only when it's appropriately gaudy, I think. It has to be like made in your face gaudy. Hi, Diane. You love that the background turns. Thank you. I really love her. I do. She doesn't have enough on her right here now that I'm looking at it. Maybe even a bit of gold paint or something. I don't know. I left her kind of plain compared to her. So maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So everything about this is transparent. So when it lights up, it's going to light up through here and in the back through all of this, because this is gemstones, like little plastic diamonds. Yeah. Anyway, she's pretty top heavy though. Okay, I'm going to put her aside. That was, she was so much fun to make, and she took me longer than I wanted, because remember the other one I made in one stream? Wasn't that crazy? I think that was the fastest I've ever worked on camera. Ever.
You were on it.
I was. So let's hope today can be that way too. We're going to do something so fun, and we're going to do two at the same time. So we can set one off to dry, work on one, set it off to dry, and go back and forth. I don't expect to get it done in one day because there's two. You'll see. You rarely use glitter as well. Yeah. It's like really reserved for special moments for me. We got 2 new decks of cards. I've been holding on these for a little while. This is the Mystic Forest Oracle, and look how beautiful they are. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Well, here, we've got a glare.
Wow. Look at
that gorgeous tree. They're very shiny.
So cool. And
then we've got the Soul Truth. And I haven't opened these, you guys. These are, I think these have words on both sides as well. So pretty sure. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to they haven't been used. They really don't need shuffled, but we're just going to, for our best and highest good, see what can carry us through the week and give us something to think about. Okay.
Roll up, place your bets. The dealer is cutting cards. Did that.
Come on, red. Ooh, that one doesn't want to pick up. We're just going to use that one.
21.
Okay. So I think we're going to start right here. Ooh. Oh. This is for the soul's patience. And I think right now we're all showing a little patience if we're making it from day to day, aren't we? If we're not running naked through the streets screaming crazy things at this point. Don't rush the outcome. Everything unfolds in the time zone of your soul. Trust the process. You are already on your way. Just talking about rushing the outcome of what I'm doing too. And where am I called to use my voice right now? Weird that that's the card, huh? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Hi, Zanny.
Hi, Bobby.
You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action, that's at the bottom here. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. I think that's a good goal for your week, guys. What do you think?
We were talking about something just like this right before we went live.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
It's weird how that works with your cards.
These are gorgeous cards, aren't they? Like, I love that. And it gives you an action. That's really nice.
Hi, Paula. Hi, Anne.
Paula. Hello. Hi, Anne. All right. So that's what we have for today. 2 new decks, just, because we can. Beautiful cards. I'm just going to put them in the back here. All right. Are you guys ready to see what we're working on? I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited to do this one. So you guys know my second bottle, shipwreck bottle, sold down in the shop. And I happened to be there when it sold. And I wasn't pushing it, but she was in there trying to find a gift for a friend. And she asked me to show her the things that I make. And I showed her. And she walked away, and then she came back and said, you know what? I can't stop thinking about that bottle. And I thought she was going to keep it for herself, but she gave it as a gift. And that is so cool. And it was a new friend. She gave a $75 gift to a new friend. That was pretty special. Right?
That's really sweet.
She said she had an alcove in her doorway that was like, it was almost like a shrine where she put really cool, weird, unusual things or art or rocks or whatever. And she knew that would go there. And it made me so happy thinking of that in that
That's
space.
such a good feature in a home. It's like a little alcove where you can display stuff. You don't see that in new homes.
I love that too. Old houses often had those. And, well, they are making some of the new ones, trying to make them like the old ones. They're just not as
be nice, but
interesting.
See, with the new ones, it's too expensive to make them like the old ones.
Right. They're just
there's a lot of detail and
they're rushing. Oh, I forgot I put these down here, you guys. Remember I was flattening them? I forgot about them. Okay. No, I'm not. I was going to leave it out, but I'm not. It didn't really flatten very good. Needs more books, I think. Or some books. I don't think I put any on it. All right, so I'm just going to leave this here because we're going to make a mess. We are going to do, 2 bottles at once. One of them is going to be more like a jar with a lid, and this is a standard ball jar size. This is an old bottle. I don't know what it was from, but I've been
hoarding like a honey jar.
Isn't that beautiful? Is it? You think so?
I don't know. It just kind of looks like has that shape.
Well, because it's more like a canister or a place to put things. So I'm going to treat it like that. Maybe with a knob on the lid. I'm not sure, so it can be unscrewed and used. This one will be more, it'll get a cork and it'll be more like our shipwreck bottle, but they're both going to be kind of treated, with the same kind of stuff on the outside. One of them has to be a mermaid. In my opinion, I need a mermaid. I think it goes in the little space that I had created with the pirate ships and the diamond covered eye patch and all the stuff that's in that. It's stuff from around the shop. It's all pirate stuff. And I think a mermaid would go like that. I just really do. And then the other thing, but I need to pretend like I'm doing it for myself. You guys know this. The other one, I was thinking maybe a pirate girl. Maybe like a pirate girl. So I want to do these ones a little bit different. I'm going to like have a framed image and then put everything around it. But that one doesn't have to be it. This doesn't have to be it. I also, the other options might be, I did a king and queen, and I did them in hot glue on a mold. It might be fun.
Oh no, Kylie had to recycle a huge number of bottles that she was keeping to do Sharon shipwreck type projects.
Oh, so did you got rid of them? Did you do that? Is that what you're saying? Or you're recycling them into your art room? This one, I wish you guys could see it. I played with my new resin that is like the UV resin that I got for Christmas. I hadn't had it out yet. That stuff shrinks a lot, by the way. You like the king and queen. But the problem with, I think it would be nice with the king and queen to actually make a set. Like if I have two like pasta sauce jars that are exactly the same and put like chess pieces on their lid, that would be fun. Anyway, you have to like do it and then you put more in and then you put more in because it keeps shrinking on you. And it's hard to get all the detail, I think. So I don't know about the UV stuff. The other stuff I know how to work with. So I don't know. Also, it won't cure if you put mica powder in it because it's not getting enough light. Like I've tried, I keep pushing the button and I've got these pirate coins that just will not cure because I put mica powder in them. So, and which makes sense now, you know. She's really cool, but I kind of think I want to go with an image. This is not something we do normally. I also have a ship, but kind of thinking an image would be nice. This was a salad dressing jar. Sometimes do you buy things just because the jar is interesting? Do you do that too? Or is it just
I do that with wine.
You do it with wine? But then is the wine good? So these are too small, I think.
Doesn't matter after 2 glasses.
So what I did was I bought a few Etsy kits with mermaids, and these are old pieces of artwork. It's not AI, it's old artwork. Some of them are like cool French magazine covers. She's really cool, but I think she's too small. I'm not sure if she's too small. This with 3 sides though could have. Nah, I don't want it. I don't want it. It's not for me. She's beautiful. So she's also beautiful. I like the other one better.
Right,
I'm kind of thinking one of the big ones. I think this is the mermaid jar right here, and then the other one is our up in the air. She's pretty, but
Julie, hi Sherry.
Hey Julie.
Don't forget,
hey,
guys,
Sherry.
make sure you hit that like button.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for doing that. I always go back and see the views, and then I'll have like 12 likes.
Thumbs up, baby.
She's beautiful. She's not very.
I love that.
She's not very dark though. She's very, but she might work nicely with, because I've got a thing of shells out, and I've got pearls, which are the two main things that are going to go on the mermaid jar. So she's really nice. Hold on. She's really nice. She looks young. She's out. Love her. She's like in a net, but she's big. She would have to be, if I could get her to fit just within these lines. It's a French magazine cover right there. Isn't that funny? I just wish she was a tiny bit smaller. But her, look at this. she doesn't take up as much as of the page, and I'm wondering if I can, because I'm going to frame it, but I'm wondering how small I can get her on there. So it would be between her and her. I have more. Those were just the ones I pulled out. I have some that are, these are way too big. Way too big. I could obviously cut. I could cut some. This is for, look at this. Parks and Tate of New York. It's harnesses, collars, and whips. What? This is an old ad. What? I mean,
Yeah.
Why do they have mermaids on, like, it? I'm assuming it's horse stuff. Why would they have her mermaids on that? I'm not sure.
To draw in the eye? I don't know.
Yeah. This one is great, but it's too big. See how big she is? We're going to save her for a box, though. I think she'd make a great tattoo.
Because since you downloaded them, are you able to resize them yourself?
I haven't messed with any of that. I probably can. I could probably pull them up in another or yeah, I should be able to. It depends on if it was a PDF or a. I'll have to look. I love this one though. I think it's great.
Yeah, I was telling Kylie in the chat that the Scottish people have taken over Boston because of the World Cup. And it's just amazing watching them have such a good time. And there was one video a lady posted today that I shared on my Instagram, and she was just singing the praises of the people in Boston. She's like, they're so nice. We expected to come and be, approached by ICE and police and, all this. And she says, no, oh my God, everybody has been lovely. She says, everybody, it's been so nice. So yeah, it's I'm very proud of my city.
So what do you guys think about pirate? Do I do pirate or I do one of these kind? Or I mean, I have some other things here too in the I brought over a whole thing. Or do I do two mermaids? And I kind of like her here because I think I can cut her enough to fit between that. And I'll just cut that top off and decorate around her. I do like that. And then the rock, I can, it can be 3D items over the frame. Yeah. I like that idea.
So far we have a vote for pirate.
And you like the pirate on that one, or we do her and we can fit just about the whole thing on there. So we've got A, B, or C. So A, B, C, you guys decide. And then we'll do the pirate on the other one. Don't worry, I'll give her shells. She'll wear some shells if she's hanging out.
Diane says A shows up better. Keeks says C. Julie Parker says A. Sherry says B.
Kind of all over the place.
Another vote for A. So far, looks like we got 3 A's. A.
A. Kylie's B.
A.
They're so good, I know, all of them. It is hard to decide. I had an idea. I'm going to turn some of these into patches because I saw that you can do the transfer onto canvas, and I did not know that. I'm gonna do. So we have A. It looks like we have another A there. Okay, so we're gonna do A, and then we're gonna do the pirate. Got it? Okay, let's go. Get these out of our way. Now, I do have some things that I can put down around them. I picked out a few stencils in case I want to add some paste. And then I do have just a few random things behind me that I can use, but also like lots of shells and pearls. I think these will make great patches, but I would need to figure out how to flip them because the thing will turn out backwards because you put the image face down. These are pretty cool though. Oh, there was a mermaid on this one too, but we already picked. So I wonder, there's pirate. I mean, we don't have to use the pirate girl. We could use one of these. That's Kraken. Oh, I love this. This is so steampunk. My son has one of these helmets. It's like a replica jar. Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh? Submerged curiosities. That would make a great anything if I used it.
Diane says you can also do transfers with TAP paper. Transfer artist paper, easy and works every time on multiple surfaces. Good to know.
Well, I saw somebody just used Mod Podge and put the image face down on canvas and then soaked off the paper and rolled off the rest with their finger. It was pretty cool. I think these would make great patches, and we sell patches, but they're manufactured, and it's rainbows and dragons, and but these I think would go first. I think they would prefer these. They're interesting. Isn't she cool? I think she's a favorite. This was an Etsy kit. This one was torn. They're very cool. Okay, so do you guys think I should do the girl pirate or should I do this one? I'll let you guys decide. And then I'm going to cut her out.
I personally like the lady pirate.
You like the lady?
Yeah.
One on each side. I mean, I could. This side is bigger, obviously. So this is definitely the main side, but it doesn't, I guess it wouldn't have to be, but the images would need to go together if I did these, if I, had two sides here. We'll just go with her. That's fine. Okay. So now I want to cut her and decide, because I'm going to frame her out, and I don't want to put anything where she is. I need to get her down and get her framed, and then I can go to the tissue paper and do all the other textures and things. So I'm going to go ahead and cut her like as narrow as I can here. I don't want to cut her out like fussy cut. I want to frame her. So if I did this, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the French magazine head. I'm going to cut her this way. Just going to lose a little bit of her hair and a little bit this way. Now let's see how she fits. Okay. And then maybe I can, because I can put things over the corners. I mean, I will make a frame for her, so it won't be straight necessarily, just with interesting 3D objects, obviously. So I think what I want to do here, I'm going to do something crazy because her corners are weird. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. It's just about right. bright, isn't it? I'm going to shave it down just a hair more. All right. And
but Diane says the tap paper is an iron-on business. Like you
oh, well, that's cool.
print the image onto the paper, then iron it onto multiple kinds of surfaces, and it's permanent.
That's neat.
Kylie says that's such an unusually shaped bottle.
It is. It's really old. It's an antique.
I like it. Yeah.
It was full of dirt when I got it. It was like buried in the ground. It was full of dirt.
That's a good find.
Yeah, it really was. The metal detector guy that dropped stuff off at on my doorstep, he found it.
Oh, nice.
Out. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to glue these down in place with just, Mod Podge or whatever gel medium that you have. It should be a gel medium, which Mod Podge is. I guess you could use a school glue or whatever, but I think you can do an image transfer on glass too, but I'm not trying to do that. I want the actual image to show up. And I'm wondering if I get it wet first, because I don't want the paper to do weird stuff, because this is just printer paper. It's not anything fancy. We'll see what happens. I got fresh water. Get my brush here. All right. This is so thick right now. I've had it for a long time. So I've got a big jar of that I refill too. Okay, we're going to get her. And it doesn't matter if her edges are a little bit weird because I'm putting stuff on them. Sometimes if you get something wet first, you stretch the paper. It's kind of like when you use watercolor. That way you don't get wrinkles. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that helps. This could probably handle it because the glue's so thick too. So you would need the glue to not be too watered down. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of some of those streaks. I almost need a wetter glue, which might help with wrinkles actually if it's this thick, but okay. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. And this is why we're doing 2.
Yeah, bounce back and forth.
Yep. And this has it had some pretty good adhesive on it, and that's not coming off. So I'm just going to go right on over it. It doesn't matter. But I do want to make sure she's kind of even. So I was planning for a mermaid, but when I went and downloaded the stuff and printed these off this morning, I was like, ooh, I could do a pirate. So I may have to look through some of my things again to see what I have that might be a little piratey. But I'm sure I can come up with some stuff. It doesn't have to be perfectly even because once again, I'm going to put things around the frame. I think I need to plug in my hot glue gun. I have industrial glue. And my hot glue gun always sits on my desk. All I have to do is, plug it into the base. So
Kylie would like to know if that is printed on laser or an inkjet printer.
It is my new Canon inkjet printer. And this is the first time I'm using it like this. So I'm pretty excited.
Okay. And Diane says, yeah, it relaxes wetting the paper relaxes the fibers in the paper.
Yeah. Sometimes it's necessary, or you just keep an eye on it. When it starts to maybe wrinkle, push it back down before it becomes a huge thing. It's really about using enough glue too. Okay. So while that's going, I know that mainly pearls and shells are going to be enough. And then these will get a little bit of either embossing powder or glitter like dripped here and there on them. But I also think I need to This probably doesn't need it. Maybe on the back or maybe around her. Some texture paste, maybe stuff that could look like sea creatures, or I don't know. Pirate is different. I think she's more like God Save the Queen. I thought these kind of looked like something at the bottom of the sea, like coral.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anne says, "Too bad getting wet doesn't work on my wrinkles."
This is definitely Bubbles. I pulled just a
Poor
couple
monkey.
out. And then I've got this one, but these are really big. And I was thinking maybe those should be put on tissue paper and then glued on. But I don't have time for that. I ain't got time for that. So we will or we won't. I do have these things. I just pulled a few out. And this is part of a plastic placemat that I was using to spray paint over. And it has that sort of look. If I can get it to glue down. It's pretty thick. I did look through some lace, and that's also part of a plastic placemat. It's a lot thinner. These are just die cuts. Look through lace, and I have like perfect lace to go over it, I think. This is, and this was in case we did something steampunk. I wasn't sure, like on that. Oh, these would be good. Okay, let's use these. Because these, it's ferns, and they're paper, but they also could look like they came from the sea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that can go on our mermaid. Also, let's throw that away. I also thought maybe this could be cut up a little. Ooh, if it wasn't so thick, it's actually on matte photo paper, so maybe not. So we're gonna keep those. Maybe that's pretty thick too. And then I did find a few little things like this that could be added, or I could frame out with. I wish I had one of these that was bigger so I could do a bubble window. That'd be so fun. Like, I have this one, but it's blue. Oh, maybe these. Okay, so when I said I just had a few things, I really meant I just had a few things. So I wonder if a bracelet can be used as a frame. If I bent it the way I want it, because, you know, they're pretty easy to bend, and it would create a good kind of border to start with and then start adding stuff to, or I just go straight for the shells. Nah. If I don't try things out, I won't know. Right?
That's right.
That is true. You gotta try things out. So is she a steampunk pirate? That's the question. Because I always have these that I can use. We're just waiting for that glue gun to heat up too. Jewelry stuff though. Or that is way too big. Oh, let's use this. It's made of a spongy material. And it would make her square, but that's okay. It's a great start because we have more to go on the mermaid bottle. She's going to be more of a shot in the dark because of she's a pirate, you know, like about what to add. I thought these kind of looked like starfish. do some of those. Let's take these away. Oh, I do have coins to put on the pirate. Here are coins. You know, we'll use those. I have a bunch of little shell. They're plastic beads. Well, they're not really beads. They're charms. They have a hole in them. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to just get some tissue on these. Start laying that down around the edges, and then we'll decide. And then we'll put this on around her. I think that's the one. This one's too small. This one I bought like this. I wish I had this mold because it's pretty awesome, but it's not big enough for our mermaid. So I'm going to put these away. Okay, so tissue paper, we're there. And then we'll put the next layer on. So it's okay to, I'm going to use different glue here because this one is so thick. I'm just going to use my homemade Mod Podge, which is school glue and water.
Eileen says, who wouldn't love to be in Sharon's creative space and just poke around at all the amazing stuff she has?
I
Fun
have too
day
much
at
stuff.
Sharon's.
You guys, anybody that wants to fly over here and take a load home, bring an empty suitcase, I will do that with you. I will host you. How's that? And Kylie, you can come anytime you want. If you're going to come from Scotland, you know, you got to come here. Send you home with some free jewelry and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna just start laying this on here. And this is tissue paper that doesn't matter. It's like stuff that was ugly or used to mop something up, or, you know, like on the gel plate. And I just want this to be a little bit wrinkly, not really cover my picture. There we go. Just get it on there and get it started. This is really delicate. I can't touch it a whole bunch. Probably put some lace next over it. Oh, just a little bit. Just want a few wrinkles. Nothing on the bottom though. That's going to get sanded because I want them to be able to see the hidden message inside. Both of the last bottles went out with a message and a ribbon tied around it, if you remember right. So I would like to do that again. So that means I won't cover the bottom. And the lid will, you know, it can come off. Of course, the other one is more of a jar.
Sharon, can you explain the glue one more time?
This is my homemade Mod Podge. It is school glue. It's about 3/4 school glue and a quarter water in the jar. And I have spilled this so many times that we had to put it in a wider mouth, shorter, squatty jar. Why don't you tell them about that, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty bad. I handled it, though. I got that all mopped up. I did.
It's amazing what happens on a live.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've done it twice, and I did it once off camera. So, yep.
Oh,
so
yeah. There's a jar on my desk I keep of water for like brushes and stuff. And
oh, yeah.
When I'm gluing, you know. And I've spilled it a few times. Yeah. Yeah,
it happens. I've noticed though that if I have a squattier jar, it really helps because I am liable.
Sometimes if I walk past it, my butt hits the desk, it falls over.
Sometimes when I walk past anything, it just goes over on its own. I don't even have to touch it. It's just my luck. Or I just fall over and break something. Because I fall on rocks and break ribs and tear my shoulder, and you know, that's what I do. kind of want to wipe the bottom of this off because I don't need it sticking, you know, like it's just got a wet baby wipe here. I had it out earlier because I was painting some of that green canvas white. We'll see if it'll work with a transfer or if it's just going to take that paint off that I painted initially. Because, you know, I might have some white canvas somewhere, but I got to find it if I do. I'm not aware of any, but it's possible. Or that stuff, what's it called again one more time? The transfer paper, the TP,
oh,
what?
Tap.
Tap?
TAP.
Huh. I was close.
Transfer artist paper. Yeah.
Can't scrub
Kylie
too
once
hard.
knocked over a bottle of bright red acrylic ink.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God. And it had to be red.
Yeah, of course. It's either red or black.
I was going to say only black could equal that mess. Yeah. And I don't know. I think red might be worse because I can handle things being black. I don't know if I want my things to be red. You know?
Anne says the other day her cat jumped on her desk and walked right into my paint palette and left pink, purple, and red paw prints all over her desk and floor throughout the house.
Oh, gosh.
She renamed him Paw Castle.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. So, my cat will drink my paint water, and I don't let her in here for various reasons, but I mean, she only gets to come in here when I'm in here, and only for, you know, she usually wants out right away, which is fine with me because I don't really want her in here. She'll go to the door and meow. I don't let her in Bill's room though at all, so I have to close the door if she comes in. And it's only, you know, I mean, it's just brief. So I have to carry her through his room, or she will be like, no, I'm going under his desk, because she knows she's not supposed to be in there. And then it's me chasing her and crawling under the desk, and her going, you can't catch me. Basically, that's what's happening.
Julie
at that stage.
Asks if you're going to use something glittery or iridescent later.
What I'm going to do is paint everything white. It's going to get, you know, like a white coat as I'm putting it together, kind of like the color of shells or pearls. And then it'll get some pearly iridescence, probably with my pearl paint and some, you guys know I love to use embossing powder in artsy ways like this, where it's like, I don't use it traditional. I just put glue on, sprinkle my embossing powder on, and then, you know, cook it basically. So I cook it.
Diane says her great glitter pit bull accident was fun. He got purple glitter everywhere before she could tackle him and pin him down long enough outside to brush him off.
Oh no. Oh no. So did I talk to you guys about the funniest story I have ever heard, about the poopocalypse?
No.
Did I talk to you about that? I don't remember.
Me.
Kylie, it's possible, because it is the funniest story I've ever heard. There was a family that got when the Roombas first came out, got a Roomba, right? And in the middle of the night, their dog, they had a little dog, didn't make it to the door. And he didn't alert anybody that he had the runs. Okay. Saying it nicely. And so he poops in the living room. And in the night, that Roomba rolled over the poop and made a huge mess all over the house because it drug poop this guy was hilarious as he wrote his note, as he wrote this letter to the company. He was so funny, and he called it the poopocalypse. And he was, I mean, it was just so funny. But and then he draws a diagram at the end, and the diagram is like this. Showing where the poop went. Just showing where the poop went, like it was so funny. So if you ever have a chance to read that, like you could probably look it up because it was pretty famous. You could look it up as the Poopocalypse probably. So
probably. I'm sure it's out there.
Probably.
Archived somewhere.
Yeah. Well, no, it'll be somewhere because it went around. I mean, he was so funny. I couldn't believe how I laughed so hard I cried. And then I wanted to read it 6 more times because it was so funny. I mean, it was a long letter and it sounded serious, and but the way he put it was just something else. But the map got me. I never forget the map. So I don't necessarily want to cover the grooves. I can let them stand out. So when I go to paint it, some of them will show because I mean, they're a nice texture.
Well, definitely. It's a nice feature.
Yeah, it really is. So I'm just going to like put some of this at the bottom. Maybe we'll cover some of it, even some of it out, but not all of it. So just kind of folding it back into itself there. Okay. And then just do this area in the back right here. So when I paint the jar, it'll be painted the, the all over color before I start adding, the highlights or the wax or whatever it is I'm going to use on it. It could be wax, really. I want to break this into pieces. Crumple it up. So if you look up Poopocalypse, I hope you can find it. The funny Roomba letter.
Found it.
Stuck with me for like 10 years. You found it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Read it.
This is from the Guardian newspaper.
Uh-huh.
And the headline says, Roomba creator responds to reports of Poopocalypse. Quote, we see this a lot.
Oh, that's Roomba's response, not the original letter.
Well, hang on. Well, this is the article all about it.
Go ahead.
The robotic vacuum cleaner is said to run over animal feces and continue its cleaning cycle around the house, spreading the mess over every conceivable surface. There's a photo of the drawing of the path of the poop, or the poop path. And it's not an isolated incident. It's happened many times to many people. Quote, a couple of weeks ago, we had this big asterisk on the floor because the Roomba was going in zigzags trying to get the spot.
I don't know why poop is so funny, but having it in a weird thing all over your house, that's hilarious.
I'll tell you what, though, they're trying to fix it. They say the guy at Roomba says it might be possible to introduce a specific sensor or feces specific image recognition.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine being the engineer assigned that job?
Uh-huh.
Oh God. After getting paid a lot of money.
That's really funny. So I'm starting to put these on. This is a chipboard, and I'm asking it to go around a curve. So I may have to get a different glue out and go around some of the edges. But some of this is going to get covered up. Some of it'll show. Let me put it up higher. Like seaweed,
Mm-hmm.
But things are going to be down here. So And that's the sticker paper. All this time I didn't realize these were stickers. They were really big.
One day.
I mean, it was something that I think was in my Aunt Mary's stuff, or my stepmother Mary's stuff when she died, that my mom brought over. And it was like scrapbooking stuff. Come on, go down, girl. Go on now. You got this. Let's not cover your fin though. Maybe I'm asking too much to put it on the surface that is. I mean, until I get some other things on here, 3D things with the soft. I'm going to be using a few different kinds of glue here too, you guys, just so you know and can expect that. Because I have, let's see, soft gel matte golden, soft medium, and then I have a heavy, but it could be dried up by now. It was pretty rubbery last time I was in there, and it's a big jar. I'm going to put one on the back right here too. Put a little extra glue. And you. If I can get it undone. It's not a pin, Kylie. It's not a pin. It's my paintbrush. Sorry, Kylie. I don't think about it until something's in my mouth, and then I think of you.
That's disgusting.
Kylie knows I love her.
When my gob is full, I think of you, Kylie.
Yeah, when I put weird things in my mouth, I think of you. Okay, so then do I want to put any of the paper stuff here on her? Probably not. We're going to go straight in with, I think lace is the next step. I'm going to put that up. I mean, I can get it back out if I have to. All right, so let me grab some lace. I did go through it. There's only a little bit here, just a little bit. I was looking for fish netting, and your onion skin bags would be perfect for this, only I just threw mine away.
Oh, no.
Because I'm silly like that. I do have some tulle. And I'm wondering if it would do the job. I just want the texture to show up. It's going to get painted over. I just really need the texture to show up. Or I have this stuff, but maybe this stuff is really stiff. It's really, really stiff. It would need
That's hard to glue down to glass.
It is hard to glue down, yeah. That's why I was thinking maybe even just some lace. You know, this is really thin stuff. It would be fine. I have some that I had spray painted over for years. It's a little stiffer though. This stuff is really thin. Let's see, I'm going to leave that out.
It's nice. It looks like it's been down in the ocean for a while.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, this stuff glues down really well, and I used it on the last two. So it does make a nice trim. Let's leave that out. I have gauze. Gauze would work.
Julie, I don't know. I
What's
can't
that?
see out to the street from where I'm at, so I can't tell you what goes by.
Okay, so let's try that and see. Ooh, this might be nice. This one is off of a doily or a tablecloth, and it's really old. Only if it was allowed to show, I could use that. But these look like sea creatures to me. And I'm totally going to use some of those. Okay.
Or lifesavers.
Mm-hmm. They look like something. Just cutting some of that off.
No, they wouldn't be in this part of the neighborhood, Kylie.
What's that?
They are the Scots. The Scots
yeah.
I believe they're headed to Foxborough tonight, which is it's away from here. It's not close by to here. But that's where the stadium is, where they're playing soccer tonight. And they're all staying in Boston, but they get bussed in, or they drive in to the event, which is actually an hour outside the city.
Okay, let's go with that. Let's see.
But it's fun watching all the videos of all the guys in kilts on the subways all over Boston. It's hilarious.
There's been a lot of talk on TikTok about like saying you should go look it up, and there's a lot of funny stuff and a lot of like everybody like finding Golden Corral, which is a buffet that we don't have here, but we have like up north, and I have been to, and it is delicious, by the way. But which is weird to me. Have you been to a Golden Buffet or a Golden Corral?
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, to praise them, I mean, we know that they're like cheap. I mean, their rolls are like homemade good, but
it's good
know
food.
That they're, I mean, they're commercial, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Denny's or whatever. So to us,
the awesome, yeah. The awesome thing is that the Scots have a place to go. In my old neighborhood in Boston, there's a restaurant called The Haven, and it's a Scottish restaurant.
Oh.
And they recently moved locations in the past couple of years, and they have a bigger spot, and they're actually, I think, right next to the Sam Adams Brewery, which is in my old neighborhood where I grew up. And they've been having huge celebrations there, and they serve authentic Scottish food like oat cakes and haggis.
Yeah, but
and
why
Scotch
would
eggs
you? Why would you go eat Scottish food if you're traveling to another country? I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, they're it's like a welcome spot, and
if I wanted a beer, maybe that's the only reason I would do it.
They're having big events, so like they're bringing in all the people, and why not? I mean, please.
Right now,
let me tell you, Americans probably go away to other countries looking for places that have American food.
I don't. I go looking for new food. What do you do, Kylie?
But you're not.
What would you
unique.
say?
You're unique.
What's that?
You are unique.
I love trying new food. My girlfriends
the average
and I
traveler's not like that.
Where we would go out of town just to go, so I could get them to try new things, and we would order like everything on the menu at the Greek restaurant, and so they could try it all. It was things like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now is creating like a little, just here and there, and this isn't the glue I'm expecting to have on there. What I'm doing is just seeing how I want it before I put it down with this stuff. This is not really a hot glue thing.
They have, Kylie. Yep.
I could use a beacon, this kind of glue. I don't have words. You should do all the talking now.
Silicone.
Yeah, that. Oh, maybe a little bit of this. Just gonna cut a little off, and so I can play with it because it's hard to manage with this big, large amount. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on because I like it. And then we'll go back to our pirate girl and try to get her framed. It's really a lot of decision making, but once I get on a roll, use a palette knife. It says it's soft, but boy, it's thick. Okay, we're gonna take that back off. Put a little bit of that on there. She's gonna get a glossy coat too. She will get covered pretty well. And it looks like I could go ahead and put that down with this because it's not sticking otherwise. And I don't necessarily want to fill it up. There I am with my fingers.
Diane says she uses Yes glue for difficult stuff.
Oh yeah, Yes paste. Yes paste is good stuff. Okay, so I know you guys can't see, but you will in a minute. I don't want to mess with the area that the where it screws on, because I'm probably going to, I'm going to use a jar lid for it, and I don't want to fill in the holes really. I don't want that on there either. So I need the texture to still show, and that means I have to get in there with my fingers. And then her here. And I don't think I need any more of that on there. There's a lot on there already. When I paint it, it will also, become part of the background, which I think is cool. I love it when you get to the point where you're putting paint on it, because it, everything kind of blends together at that point, and it starts to look like it's gonna, and when it's all kinds of funky colors, it's harder to see, What I'm going to do here is take my wet brush with just a little bit of water on it and get some of that worked out of the holes in the lace. Oh, I see a cat hair. She barely comes in here.
It's texture,
Where
baby.
did that come from? It is texture. So a little more of this, just pulling away some of this and thinning out the glue a little bit. All right, next, let's leave that right there. And I'm going to asymmetrically do this. We're going to put a little bit on the other side, and shells and stuff will go over it, but it's kind of a background. Just going to cut a little. Cut at an angle like this. Let's see if I can, if that's too big, or so I need your ideas about the kind of things that I should look for to put on the pirate jar. I need your thoughts. Oh, I do have twine. I'll wrap around it with twine. Like after I get more stuff on it, on the pirate jar, I think that would be fine. Because like the ropes and in the sails, kind of thinking. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this little wet brush, because there's a whole bunch of glue on there already. I'm gonna move it around. I should have put, and I do this every time, should have put tape on the bottom that I could peel off, I do it every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be good. Oh. Okay, I don't think I got glue right here. I'm going to grab a little with my brush here. Push it into the edges. Kind of want, this is bugging me. So this is kind of looking net-like.
Hi, Carla.
Carla, hello. Kind of looks like a net. Oh, I know her.
Diane asks, what kind of thoughts? Dangerous question.
For the pirate jar, what kind of things should I look for in my, goodies? Because I have all kinds of bins of whoozy what's it's. What do you think goes with a pirate girl? Anybody have any ideas? That's what I mean. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side. This is supposed to be a non-stick thing, and it's got so many layers on it. We have no idea now. All right, and I'm going to go to this, and put this thinner one on her before I put the frame on. Side, kind of, okay. I'm gonna cut this. I think this was a shirt that I had. It was like this was a layer. What? 2
suggestions for treasure items, like coins and jewels.
Oh, yeah. I've got coins, and those are actually here on the table. I've also got I've got a whole tray of, let's see, I've got a mold that's got pirate coins. Let me see. Oh, I have this guy, which I did put one of these on the last one, and what looks like a skeleton. Of course, we already have a character. Where's my coins? I know I put some somewhere. Oh, they're right here. So I have a whole tray of a mold that does pirate coins, and one of them even has a ship and an anchor. So I know I'll use those. These were just things I found this morning. And then, of course, shells, coins. This broken bit of rock I thought looked like a piece of coral. Could be. I think I just dropped one. Okay. Let me decide where this goes. Cut this.
And says compass, spyglass, parrot.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I probably don't need glue this thick for this lace because it's just paper thin, but I'll start with it. And this will stand out, it'll be outside of the frame, so it'll be some extra texture. And then get my brush wet.
Oh, I didn't realize Australia was playing the U.S.
I hope
Sorry,
Australia
Julie,
wins.
you're losing 2-0.
I hope they win. The U.S. doesn't deserve any credit for any prizes right now for anything.
Oh, the team does.
We need to learn our place in the world. And
see, I saw a comment today about this whole thing, with the World Cup and everything, and it says the problem isn't with the people from all these different countries.
No, it's not.
And with each other. The problem is our world leaders.
It's exactly.
Because there are people in this country right now from all over the world having an amazing time together.
Yeah, I know.
Over common activity, but it's a bright light.
Well, Trump ruins everything, so
and the thing is, though, there are a lot of shining moments from this event.
Yeah.
Despite his nonsense and his ignorance. And I think if we can at least enjoy that for a little while.
And enjoy each other. I know you're the nice grown up right now. I know you're the voice of reason.
Well, there's nothing. I agree with you though. He does.
I feel like if we win any prizes, he's gonna gloat, and it's not the team.
Please, he'll fall asleep halfway through this little gloat.
That'll be it. Whatever. Yeah. So this is a stretchy lace. It works out pretty good
to
wrap around this. Might have to grab some more. An alarm going off at 1:14. What's that about?
What?
So I don't want this hard line right here. I am going to grab some more of it and do some asymmetrical, coverage. But yeah, I don't know why I had an alarm going off right now. I'm not really sure what just happened there. Has it been going off for an hour and 15 minutes? I mean,
my air conditioner has been turning itself on the past couple of weeks.
What?
Like literally during my live stream the other day, it went off.
Does it have a thermometer on it or a?
No, well, it has a remote that I used to turn it on because it's like way up high. above the doorway because this used to be a business, not an apartment.
Right.
So it's like industrial size, right? And I have a remote that I turned it on with, but the remote was like on the other side of the room.
Oh,
You know,
that's really weird.
yeah.
So now I took away that hard line, but then I want to, and I'll any other hard lines, I mean, I can cover with something, but, or
Certainly.
do this.
Just make it wiggly.
Take one of those curves on there, one of the scallops, and just bring it back down. And put some of this glue on here. Oh, I'm not trying to get it on the picture because it clumps up and, you know, becomes difficult. I want it there so I can spread it out. And I'll cut it in a moment. Water. Sugar. I should have set up a drying rack, you know, with skewers that I could put these on upside down. But I did not, unfortunately. So if you do this, it is suggested that you figure out how you're going to dry them upside down. And it could be a vase with skewers or like a piece of floral foam with skewers is nice, or styrofoam. I've used styrofoam wreaths with skewers as drying racks. Okay, so I'm going to put the frame on this. And it is a sticker, which is probably going to fight with, oh no, that's a good sticker. Oh, it's so crooked. I'm trying to get it straight on the jar itself. I'm not looking at the picture as much as I am the jar. And it's made of foam rubber, so it will curve around. And I do have my hot glue gun here, but I have some wet stuff underneath it. If I wasn't live, I would have a little more patience about it. So I'm just going to let it, and then I'll curve it after it's a little more dry. I'll use some glue to curve it. Let's see, this is an issue. It is very sticky. All right, so I'm going to set her off to the side. Let's work on our mermaid. I want to get to the shells and the pearls before we end for today. Not with just glue. Not just gloopy. Might put some words on the back. I do have these things that might be nice. These are Art Deco sort of. But I think I'd rather have, yeah, those will go on the pirate girl. All right, I'm getting shells and pearls. Some of these guys. Let's see. Oh. Shells. Oh. I have a Tracy bag.
Look at all your shells.
Tracy brought me things from the most haunted lighthouse on the East Coast. It was like a super haunted lighthouse that she loves to go to. And she sent me these.
Did she haunt it, or was it haunted before she got there? Was she the one who haunted it?
No, she and her husband like to go there. I'm going to take these big ones out because they're in my way. You know, I don't need these giant ones. All the little ones are clearly at the bottom. I did not hunt for these all by myself. Some of them, like the sand dollars,
You have staff.
Recent trips. I have a whole box of sand dollars. Some of the oyster shells I probably put in here. Old pottery. These big ones are just in the way. But otherwise, I mean, some of these are so old. You can count the rings on them like trees.
I love that.
Really, I mean, they're layer
so
after
cool.
layer, and it is really cool. But
they're fascinating to just sit and look at. You ever sit and look at a shell? If you ever sit and look at a shell, they're fascinating.
They are. They really are. So I'm going to go shells first, and then pearls go on top, kind of like, let me grab a handful of small ones here in the bottom. Pearls go on top, kind of like...
Hi, Rhonda.
Rhonda, hello.
Speaking of seashells.
And I have sea glass here, but it won't do me any good because I'm going to be painting over all of these things and then repainting them with wax or, metallics or pearl or whatever. So anything that's a really fancy color, I will not waste on this because I'm going to end up putting paint over it anyway.
You have, Diane says she has the cracked eggshells as well.
Oh,
what do you mean? Like just like actual eggshell? Explain further.
It's
want to know.
Made out of the same stuff. Calcium. Okay. And then I do have a few that are worn and broken like this that I love. I love these. I used them in clay. When they break, but then they are in the water for so long that their edges get worn. I just love that.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah. You could put anything. That's an agate. What are you doing in there, sir? What are you doing? You go right there. Okay.
Julie, how far do you live from the beach? She got rid of her shells when she moved.
Okay, so our hot glue gun is on. Let's see.
Oh, that's interesting, Diane.
Getting a frame. She's going to do something what she's sitting on here.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah. So I'm going to cover the rock, but I could use a larger shell for it, or I could use a conglomerate of, I wonder if I have a flat scallop shell here. This is a flat scallop shell, but I think it's too big. See, that's,
it would have been perfect. It needs to be just a little smaller.
Yeah. I might have another one here. Let me look. Probably going to go a little over today, and if you can't, Eddie, that's okay. I understand. But
no, I'm totally okay. I've canceled my party plans.
Into it, you have party plans.
Oh yeah, me and all my friend.
Oh, there's a small one. I wouldn't ruin that one because look at the colors on that one.
Yes, Rhonda, that's
that
me. I'm in the American Taunton.
The what?
Rhonda was double checking my zip code. I was like, yes, I'm the American Taunton. Because there's a Taunton in England.
Oh. I know you guys aren't getting to see all of these, but it won't fit on the desk with everything else. And I know this is such a lovely sound. I don't know. Sounds are different when they're received on StreamYard, I think. Like something that might be enjoyable for me might be like, stop it, nails on a chalkboard. For you guys, I'm not sure. Is it enjoyable? Oh, I do.
I don't mind it.
I like it too. I really like it. That's coral, but it's too heavy. It's fat. I'm just looking for flat bits. That's flat. Okay, let's do that. Oh, this is an interesting tiny bit. Might be able to just not brush, because I'll just be kind of dry brushing white paint over. I might be able to. I feel like he sticks out too far. He's too fat. Okay, so I have these, and it's possible I want to put the fat side up. That's too big. Or the flat side down, and the not quite.
Rhonda says, after living in Hawaii and California, I'm kind of over seashells. And then she says, I want pine trees and snow, but that's not happening.
Well, come here then. Come here. We have that here. We have all that here.
We have pine trees, but not that much snow anymore.
Yeah, we don't get the snow like we used to. We have snow at the mountain. I mean, I can drive to snow and it's an hour and a half away. So, I mean, we can see it because the mountain is right there. Okay, so I'm thinking one of these. Let me scrape off some of this glue because it's going to drive me crazy.
I know, right, Ron? That's what I say to people. I'm like, if I could, I would get out of here in a heartbeat. And I would be, honestly, my ideal place would be in a place, even if it's a small little apartment. I would love an apartment by the beach again, like I used to have.
Well, those are cheap here. No one really wants to, there's not enough work. Like there's a beach town like Aberdeen where Kurt Cobain is from, is so close to me. And that whole town, everything is like darn near free because there's crime there and everybody's moved away. And there's all these cool old short squatty coasty homes and it's near the beach. I mean, it's not on the beach, but people drive through there and, end up at the beach.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're going to go with this one and I'm choosing this direction because that side's flat and it's flat on the jar right there. And it's time for a bit of this. So this is industrial. It does work. And it's going to get layers over the top too. So got to fill the shell up. The other way I could do this is to grab my heavy gel medium, which I suspect is ow, that's hot, is dried up. And then I'm going to use this to help me. Burn! That's the thing with industrial glue.
Yeah.
Burns. Oh my gosh, you guys, I saw the coolest thing and I can't wait to do it with hot glue. When it's tacky, like that's still tacky, you go over it with gold leaf and then you can brush it off when it dries and you create these golden dollops that are so cool to add.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds really interesting. Rhonda says, "Hey Sharon, that's hot."
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering. Let's look at my heavy gel medium here and see if I can just goop some of this on there for now. Okay, so it was pretty rubbery last time I was in here. Oh no, it's okay. Look how heavy it is, though. I mean, look at this.
That's thick.
It's like wallpaper paste, but it's supposed to be thick, but maybe not quite this thick. Maybe not. So I'm just going to go ahead and build. And I'll have
You're
to
adding more shells, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to have to use my brush to smooth it out and get it out of my way.
And the fun part is you get to sit and peel your fingers of all the glue later.
Oh, yeah.
I was I sat outside to get some fresh air the other day after I did some gluing and collaging or whatever, and like I kind of you kind of brush your hands off and they're dry, they seem dry.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on my phone and I'm seeing these like big chunks like on my finger. I'm like, what is it? And it was like these big thick layers of glue that I dried on my fingertips and I'm sitting there peeling off like dead skin.
You feel like you're in school again. It's like an
Like,
enjoyable,
ooh.
it's like popping a zit or whatever, like
Exactly.
why people watch those shows, I do not understand, but then again, I do. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're sitting there, I'm like, wow. I was gonna walk by and think, this weirdo peeling the skin off his fingers.
I can actually fill gaps that I don't like, say with a pearl right here, or anywhere where there's glue or something that I don't like, and I want to cover. That's where I can use embossing powder, or a pearl or a tiny shell, because I do have a lot of tiny ones here. Lots of tiny ones. All right.
Julia.
You almost need two hands to get it out of the thing.
We'll take it right out of your hand.
What's that?
Julie's talking about an eagle stealing ice cream from her.
Oh.
Yeah. I was on the beach one day with my friend. We went to the beach in the afternoon, and we thought we covered everything up and, tucked it nicely so they couldn't get in there. And we came back from the water, and sure enough, there was a seagull feasting on my bag of chips.
Yep. We will go drive up onto the beach and roll our windows down and throw fries out, and they'll all come and catch them as we throw them out.
Yeah.
Like one at a time. Like we're not littering throwing them out. We're throwing them out for the birds,
Right.
The other way I can, say I don't want to put more shells here. I can go back in with my sand as well and get any glue that I haven't wiped up, or it's just a good way to cover or use that glue up. Got these teeny tiny adorable little shells. But I'm gonna keep adding here. Boy, this glue is thick. I'm gonna have to wash the bottom of this jar. Wait, let me get my baby wipe here.
Acetone, probably get that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to use some chemical on it after it's totally done. Would have been used. It would have been nice
the
to
idea
take down. What?
I would say Kylie likes the idea of little pearls to fill the gaps.
Yeah, I've done that many times on things. Do you guys remember the mermaid thing I did for my sister? I had that Venus statue that broke, and she broke in half, and I used the top half of her. And she came up out of she wasn't really a mermaid, but she was a mermaid. She came up out of like a shelf planter thing that hangs on a wall, and had a big pedestal, and I filled it with pearls, and they came up out over it, and she was sticking out of it. It's somewhere in my stuff. I don't remember how long ago. It was a long time ago. A long time ago. A long time ago.
I can still remember.
Another way I will ensure that nothing ever comes off is when this is dry, I will then go over it with glossy accents to, also fill in here and there, and I'll sprinkle glitter or sand or whatever it is. I probably sand on it at that stage, because I'll do it in stages like that. All right, and I'm going to figure out what goes on the back. I almost think I need like a quote, or I don't know yet. I'll be working on that one later. All right, let's see. I want something flattish, or use a bunch of tiny ones.
It's a quiet life out there in the country, huh, Carla? She says, if you have flaky legs in the spring and Elmer's glue, it works. And if you think peeling your fingers is fun.
So to peel your legs. I think they make they have masks for that, you know. Oh wait, I have this one. Oh.
It's got to take a shower.
Where's the one I just
and use some
had?
lotion.
And Brillo pad. Right? You could use a Brillo
Rub
pad.
that skin in the shower.
Okay, I need to fill this. I wish her bottom wasn't so sticky.
I bet she does too.
She got a sticky bottom. I filled the shell.
I guess it's better than a soggy bottom.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm going to look now and see if there's anything. I'm just going to set her on a shell. I'm going to look and see if there's anything besides shells and pearls that I want to add and tuck in here and there. Oh, and I do want to add some of these, like they're sea creatures, but I'll probably do that up around the base. I don't think that I need to do a whole frame on her.
Not mine, Diane.
Let me think.
Nothing on mine.
I mean, do I want to create a frame with this stuff? Well, I feel like it's
that's
too
interesting.
fat.
That looks like it would be cool, like just going down one side of it.
Maybe. I've also got these flowers that are plastic. I've also got metal ones, but these ones are little resin flowers. So I could go in and create the frame separate, you know, and they kind of look corally.
Nice.
Maybe with some of these and some shells. Or I could use some of these. Let's see how this looks. They're kind of fun to cut apart.
Julie, that's why you have a husband, Julie. Put him to work.
Oh, yeah. I could use some of these. I'm going to cover that. She's holding a shoe. It was probably a shoe ad. Yeah. I'm going to, let's put that right there. I don't know why I need such a heavy glue for this, but I'm going to.
Rhonda asks, what about some little stone chips glued on?
Oh, I could do that. I have a lot of those. If I did that, I would want to do it after paint, like as a detail, so that they're not covered, you know, like, because it would be a shame to cover them.
Yeah.
Yeah. This paint or this glue is something else, I'll tell you. It's so thick. Okay, I'm going to use my brush and to work that in.
All right. So Carla says, I told Laura, her best friend, the other day I hadn't glued my legs yet this year. I got the idea that Elmer's was full of collagen, but that was back when it was made of hooves.
Back when what?
It was made of hooves.
Oh, yeah, horses.
Now they just use horses to make lasagna.
To make what?
Oh, that was a whole thing over in Europe, the horse meat scandal a few years back.
Oh.
They found horse meat in a lot of like beef products and stuff.
Oh, that makes me so sad and gross. How gross is that?
Why? A lot of people enjoy horse meat.
I want to know
Very
what I'm
popular
eating,
in
and
France.
I barely want to eat meat already, you know? Like, barely. It's, yeah, that's rough.
Yes, Julie, there is such a thing as spray-on moisturizer. I believe there is, yes.
That's just a string. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I was going to go and look and see if there was anything I wanted to add that was not a pearl or, let's see. I do have a pirate coin here. It's got an anchor on it. some little decorative pieces here, like maybe like these. Or these ones.
That was Findus.
These are perfect for these kind of projects because the mold was crooked and it kind of filled up in some of the edges, and you either have to cut those off or use it differently. And this is the kind of project because you're going to fill it in with other things too. But that's such a curvy spot on there. It would need heated a lot to go there.
To bend it?
Yeah, to bend it. But it would go nicely on the pirate. If I used it on this, I would need to use it on like the flatter areas because it'll only bend so much. I mean, you can heat them up and bend them though. So I might save that for the pirate. Again, it would have to be something small. Ooh, this one, this smaller one. I mean, it can stick out a little bit, but that would need painted before, because I don't want to get paint on her. So I'm going to have to be careful where I put things because I'm going to be painting over them. And this would need painted first. I do like it there, but it needs painted.
Hmm.
So that. Got this that broke off from a clay piece. That would be easier to paint. But I would have to break it some more to get it to fit. Okay. That's a no. Oh. It's gold. Any of these could be painted. They all bend.
Sharon, Kylie would like to know what the mermaid is holding in her hand.
She's got a shoe, because every mermaid wishes she had feet. It's an ad, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah. See, once again, I think I would need to paint it before I put anything around her. It needs to be the right color before I do it because, I don't want to accidentally get paint on her. These are kind of the right color. Do I want that many all the way around? Let's see. How about a shell? I could do that.
Julie, you know what I like that's really good for moisturizer? Because I have areas that get dry really easily if I don't use it. Is Gold Bond Healing Hydrating Cream with Aloe. And it has a very faint smell. It's nice.
That's last.
It's not sticky. It dries nicely. And it works quickly. I don't know if you guys have that down there, Gold Bond, but
These would be nice. But
there's options out there because I do too. Also have sensitive skin. I can't, use certain things, or if I do, it gets irritated. So try to be careful.
How about just have a weird collection of stuff here. And lastly, some pearls, wooden beads, numbers. My daughter gave me one of these puzzles that has the weird wooden pieces that are shaped like something. They're very bizarre. What's that one shaped like?
What? That looks like a hammer. That's a sword.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't notice that. How about just a little bit more of this? This won't need, because like dry brush, I won't need to put much on it. I don't know what that was. Yep. That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Well, Julie, here's the thing. Find something that's similar. You don't have to spend that much money on moisturizer.
Okay. I'm just going to use this because it's thick enough.
This is a very interesting show. That's what it is, Anne. It's all kinds of stuff going on today.
Huh?
And Anne says, "What kind of show is this?"
Okay.
Yeah, Carla, you're right. My crepe is all gone. Carla says she read that Gold Bond hydrating lotion was rated higher than Jane Seymour's crepe erase. Jane Seymour erases her crepes with plastic surgery. She's a millionaire. She didn't use no lotion.
So I want to use some shells inverted or the other way around, not, like I want them to show their belly, basically. And the reason for that is I can put a pearl in them at the end. Maybe some of this stuff. Maybe. Because this is just paper. I mean, yeah. Let's do that. Cut this at the right angle.
Diane, you're right. Should we get naughtier in our last few minutes? Diane says it's been unusually clean so far.
Yeah, it has been. Well, I'm getting dirty. I've got the, and I'm fully concentrating. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fascinating.
So I don't want to cover up too much of her, but I'm just trying to complete that kind of framed idea. So she's got like something all the way around her. And then maybe some of these are going to go here, but I'll put these on after I do a white dry brush. So far, I think it's great. It looks like, did some of my stuff move here or what? What is this? What has happened here? Gosh, I don't know. It's a lot of glue. Gloopy, gloopy glue. This one? Might have to fill that one. The glossy accents, when I go over at the end, really will stick everything else down. This one's really broken. I don't think I want to use it. So all the, pearls and this and sand kind of finishes it off. Ooh, how about that little guy? Kind of glue. Let's see. Gloopy glue.
Diane's going through her 20-plus-year-old paint, salvaging what she can, and it's very messy, I bet.
What is it?
She's going through her
old paint.
Her paints that are like 20 years old.
I've got some that I need to do that too also.
Trying to salvage what she can.
I did do some of them right before we started gel printing again. And boy, that lasted, didn't it? I'm like, okay, we gel printed. Time for some 3D mixed media fun.
But that's great. That's why we love you, because you do a little bit of everything. You're not boring.
Oh, well, you're not boring either.
Oh.
Are we gonna hug? We're gonna hug.
We're gonna hug later after.
We're gonna hug it out.
We don't want the kids to see all that nonsense.
Okay, I think I need to set her off to the side. Oh, I totally forgot about these too. They look like starfish. And after I paint them white, they're just plastic. They're really light. But after I paint those white and then dry brush with, whatever I'm going to put on it, I think those are going to be perfect. Like they won't take much to stick down.
Since when do we practice restraint on this live stream, Diane?
Yeah, we
We're
just
not about
definitely don't
restraint.
do that. I'm just concentrating on mermaids. That's the only thing that's keeping my mouth from going off in some other direction.
Sideways.
Yeah, going backwards. Or whatever it is that we do. I'm going to have to find a quote for the back, I think.
Mermaids do it best.
I'll probably take some sandpaper to some of the paper edges around it, so I don't have any hard edges. I could put lace on the back, I guess. Just see items like her base right here. I really like this. Normally I put things everywhere, but putting an image on it changes it, like the whole thing. I know what I need now. Before I set her aside, she needs a couple more of these as my glue is drying out with the lid off. I should have scooped some out. Okay, let's see. Whoops. I love these. I think, though, that we need a couple here or could be one here and a couple
Good to know,
here. Might need different glue. Yeah. One thing I can do when I get to a certain stage, after it's like got the whitewash and all that, is take some twine and wrap it around. So like I could do a string of pearls. I've got the pearls on a string stuff. I could do that, or maybe the pirate girl. I use this and go around and round and round it. Matter of fact, I bet we can get our girls frame to go down with that. This. Oh. I need to get a couple good layers over the top of her to protect her too before I go too far here, because she's only got one layer of glue on her. Okay, now take the rope. Let me cut some off because it's in my way. And you can do this over. You can plan to paint over it, or you can put it over the top after you do your wash. But I'll have to glue it down. I think that's a great way to start, because then I can put the other things over it.
Yeah.
So I will do that. One thing I am going to do right now, I'm going to give her a coat. And then what I'll use is the hot glue to do that, because it'll add another extra texture and places that I can cover, that I'll enjoy covering. Like it'll guide me to places to put shells or coins or,
Other little fun tidbits.
Yeah. Well, it's really those places where there's gloopy glue I don't think of them as errors. What I think of them is my little guides to where I put things, like where things need to go. Okay, first of all, this is made of hot glue. And I need to know if I'm going to use it. I don't like it. It's okay. It's on wet glue. It's like
Rhonda says you could thread on a charm or bead too as you wrap it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have some wooden ones that are big enough to go over this. That's a great idea. I like that. And
also, Rhonda says the glue is hot.
Yeah, the glue is hot. Let me use this as a tool.
It's funny. It reminds me of when my mom would sit at the kitchen table doing her crafts, and I'd be in my room, and every once in a while I hear, "Ow, shoot!" Ow,
yeah, that's for sure.
Her cussing in Spanish. She keeps getting burned by the glue gun.
That's how it works. And this is like a shop glue gun. It's not like a craft glue gun. It's extra hot. If you get an industrial glue gun, you'll feel that difference. It is pretty freaking hot.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep putting that back. Because I'm a putter backer. And all of it does not have to be glued down. Just, as long as it's glued down in key spots. Now I want to bring it up in the back to start going over the top of the frame where there's wet glue. Don't necessarily want it to be straight. It also stays hot for a little while, this cordless one, because it is so hot. Yeah, that's good.
I love it. Kylie's doing a play-by-play here of the soccer game, USA v Australia. The referee is down on the pitch with cramp. More added time to come.
The referee's what?
Down on the pitch. I think he fell.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my ends and kind of curl them up. And make some loops. Boy, that's hot. No! There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. No mistakes. Okay, we're going to go here, 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 hopefully. All right. Okay, we have a texture, and now I have four different kinds of glue on my hands.
Take care.
Really,
Keeks.
there's
Thanks
like
for hanging
four.
out today.
What's that?
Oh, Keeks is saying goodbye. I was just saying,
bye,
thanks for hanging
Keeks.
out.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'm
no,
glad
that's
you
fine,
enjoyed it.
Kylie. No, I'm
We
enjoying it,
definitely
Kylie.
will be doing a part 2 next week unless I get real excited and finish them. But chances are they'll sit on my desk and wait for you guys.
Oh.
I mean, I might finish one.
It's okay.
All right.
We forgive you.
I'm really, really because normally I would put so much stuff on it, but this is like putting the shells around the base. That's really cool. That's pretty nifty.
It looks so good.
It really does. And it doesn't need as much. I do need to figure out the back. And I do really need to scrub this up. My shells keep moving on me. And maybe they keep moving on me. Maybe I need to put a piece of twine or something around the base. Maybe I should have done that in the first place. They are moving on me, though. Because there's so much glue. It's just a lot of glue.
Bye, Diane. Have a great weekend. Take
Bye,
care.
Diane. Thank you so much. Oh, I enjoyed having you here. Picking off all the glue. Yeah, I'll try not to do it. I'll try to wait. It will be very satisfying. You are correct. All right. I don't want my shells to move anymore, and I can't make it dry faster, which is annoying. And some of them are on the move. Okay, I'm doing something here. Okay. Should have just done it this way in the first place. It's just, I feel like I'm crafting as soon as I pull out the hot glue gun. I feel like my mom, because it's not just crafting, but I don't want to be the hot glue gun warrior, Does that make sense? It feels wrong. I feel like the kind of glue you use changes the kind of art it is. I don't know. It makes zero sense. I get it. Thank you, Kylie. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking like a rope. A rope is good. It would be nice if I had some onion bag to do like a net, just over the top. I do have tulle for that, but that's like a after you paint thing. I could, let's see. Maybe should have left a gap and done some of this on the bottom. It's too late now. I mean, can't do it over the top. Maybe I need to do it around the back. I can't figure out what goes there. Do I continue with the shells all the way around? I mean, there's clearly a front and a back. I'm going to start adding some paint to it because I can't really see it until that happens. So I'll just start adding some paint. And then there's her as well.
Rhonda says you might have time to buy onions.
I have onions. That's the thing. I threw away the bags the other day. Isn't that silly? That's really silly. Okay, so we know we're going to put some jewels. I have these old jewels to add at some stage. They're off of a pair of shoes. They're on leather. I have rubber duckies that are skeletons. I put them in everyone's stocking for Christmas. Like I bought like 50 of them. They came in a
cute
set. It really is cute. And this could go on the top if I want to make it cute, you know. I do have lots of jewels. Okay. We'll do this. It's fine. I'm gonna need this and these.
No, Carla, I am not sponging glue on my legs. Sorry.
This is a belt. And so everything is really strong on it, like the jump rings are.
From a gypsy knife?
Yeah, it's like a gypsy belt. But I bought it for the coins. I wanted the coins. It was a better deal to buy it like this than to buy the coins separately. Isn't that weird?
It makes sense, though.
Yeah. Well, it actually doesn't make sense in the world of how things are, you know.
Well, no, but
no. It's almost like when you buy something salted or unsalted will cost more, even though salted takes more time and effort and product.
Right.
It's never.
It's all marketing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they know people be like, oh, it's healthier. I don't mind paying a couple extra dollars.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's the things that are to me.
The dumbest way of thinking.
Weird me out.
It's like my brother. When he goes grocery shopping, he buys everything brand name. Doesn't matter what his budget is.
Really?
And I'm the opposite, whereas I just go for the store brand. Because
you can
it's
get
the same thing.
If you,
it's the same thing.
It doesn't make any sense.
But I call him a brand queen because it's like, dude, you're spending extra money to pay for their advertising because you're a dumbass.
Right.
Like,
right. And sometimes
mayo is mayo.
Brand name's important, but sometimes it is not. You know, it's the same thing.
Not for most things in the grocery store.
Right. Yeah, that's just silly. I'll still add some of these things too, probably. So. I guess I could have put it on there like this, but it's not. This doesn't really scream pirate.
Carla, I'll tell you what, there's not much to shave. I don't have much down there.
I hardly have hair on my
would
leg
kill for
as
my
a redhead.
legs.
Yeah.
There's nothing to shave. I don't have that much hair on my legs.
I can go 6 months and you can't tell. I have blonde hair on my legs. It's the redhead. That's all. Kylie, is it the same? Here we are talking about leg hair. I always thought we should braid it and make dreads. I mean, come on. Okay. So I've got some coins here. Also, I really want to use something along this line that'll, I can age them or paint them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the coins on, a couple shells, and then I know that one can get paint before I do the other things. I like the color of these. I'm not angry about those. So and they'll probably get pearls in the center, I think. They almost look like shells. Some of them.
You've never braided your leg hair, Julie? Oh, you should try it sometime. Fun. Put beads in it and everything. You walk around, you sound like one of those room dividers from the 70s.
Amen. I'm thinking like leg dreads, like full on leg dreads. That's terrible. I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I love it.
So some of these will be. Oh, they'll be aged. I'll do whatever I have to do to them to age them. But they'll stick up high enough. I can just dry brush it. What's that?
I do need a haircut. It's so long and a mess.
It's a big long mess.
Yeah, because I have curly hair, so like it'll grow long, but like if I don't blow dry and do this and that, it's like it's everywhere.
Smaller. I'll bend them after they dry, so they go around.
Round and round she goes.
Ow! I don't think they had Native Americans on their coins. Somehow I just don't feel like that's right.
Doubt it.
It is kind of doubtful, isn't it? And those are only stuck down in the center so that they can be bent. Oh my gosh. Big hot glue. Hot.
Rhonda, I would if I could, but it's not that long yet. And yeah, it was that long at one point. But
I'm doing the bottom of this.
Never did it.
I should bring it down all the way down. Yeah. With the glue as hot as it is, it stays hot for a long time too.
Once you apply it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because it's just
that's hot.
Lava. It is lava. So it stays hot. So you have time to adjust.
Definitely not for kids.
No, this is a shop glue gun. It is a Thermo Grip C600. It is a man's gun. Oh, yeah. I used a blade on this last time. Ooh.
Kylie, are you going to stay up late to watch the Scotland game?
Oh, gosh. So is there a Scotland game today that hasn't?
Yeah, they play tonight here in Massachusetts against Morocco at 6:00 our time.
I didn't realize, and I know a lot of other people didn't realize that the World Cup was played in all over the U.S. It wasn't just one game like the Super Bowl that was played in one location.
It's a big series of games all over the country. It makes no sense
to most of us. Makes zero sense.
Well, we call the baseball like the World Series, but it's only Canada and the United States.
Right.
It's just because we're so pompous.
Because we're so pompous? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Because we think we're everyone. We're all that matters. I want this somewhere.
No, it's because our geography skills are so poor.
That's what it is. It's because we don't really know what's out there. We think it's all about us. All about us.
Oh, that's right. Ann makes a good point. They're playing also World Cup games in Canada and Mexico.
Isn't that weird? I mean, I had no idea I've never heard so much about soccer in my life either. Like, I've never known about it. And
the whole culture is fascinating to me.
uh-huh.
Like the cheering, they make up cheers. They're fabulous.
Yeah.
And there's some good cheers that they've made up about the Orange Man. I love it.
There are?
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Let's see if I can find one.
Yeah, do that for us. Try not to cut myself. I think I need to plug this in. Hey, so I have a tip if some of you all don't know this. When your glue gun gets to the point where it's really hard to get you're putting a new stick in and it won't stay. So I have these long ones. You go like this and get it hot and melty, and then you stick it to the end.
My mom taught me that.
Really? See, my mom didn't know that, and I haven't known this very long. It was always a pain in the butt. And now you have a giant stick. Well, mine's heavy, but.
All right, so the chant goes, this was started by Australian soccer fans. It says, Aussie boys are on a bender. Donald Trump is a sex offender.
That's amazing. Oh, yeah, Julie didn't know that either.
Yeah.
It works better when you have a smaller stick. Mine's pretty big, but yeah. Just thought I'd share that. I'll wait till mine gets down just a little bit more. But it usually holds.
Well, because it also, like, once that glue stick that's already in the gun gets to a certain like point. Size, like smallness, it doesn't go anymore unless you put in the glue stick.
Right. I'm bending the coins. I mean, they can stick up a little bit, but I do want to bend them. Watch me break the glass.
That's awesome, Carla. Nice.
There we go.
Carla said that a couple of weeks ago, they were going to Charlotte as the Senegal USA fans were leaving the stadium. We got stuck, but it was great to see. They are an enthusiastic bunch of fans, I have to say, soccer fans.
I don't see it. Oh, maybe. No. Got to put some of these on here. Don't know which ones. No, not with that one. Ooh, I love these guys. So I do want that one. And some of these. Okay. So I'm going to go like that. And like that. And a pearl's going to look really nice right there. Actually, let me get one of these little ones. Probably put a pearl or some sort of decorative, like a jewel right here. And use that like a frame, like a background. And then some here. This is the color of most of these shells. Isn't that weird? So I'm using the little ones now because I have to make it around that corner. I just don't want them to stick out very much. I do want one on the center here, though. Like one of these guys. Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's very difficult not to with these tiny shells because they're so small.
You need some tools, need some tweezers.
Yeah, I could. A smart person might.
2 hours
If I
later
was
is when I
smart.
suggested too.
Yeah. Thanks for your help, Eddie.
Oh, silly me. God.
Oh gosh, come on. And then kind of see a thing happening that I didn't intend, which that's how things work for me. It's these things I didn't intend. Because I ended up going all the way around this and there was a gap. So there it is.
Nice.
And it'll get more, but I think a pearl goes right there. I can add some before paint and then after paint. There's one. And then I have teeny tiny ones too that I can add to the smaller spaces. And then I'll use regular glue when I get to that stage. And that's when I like to add the sand or embossing powder. This is forever hot glue also. Like it doesn't budge. It doesn't go anywhere.
Bye, Rhonda. Thanks for hanging out today. Take care.
We'll see you later, Rhonda. Thank you. Come back and see the finished product that we're gonna have. Let's see. I'm gonna stop right there because I need to get this in. Get it plugged in because it's getting weak on me here. It's cooling off. All right. I'm gonna get out a little bit of paint. How far over are we? Okay. How's everybody doing? Good.
Sorry, I had to mute myself there. My nephew popped in for a second to say hello.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody.
Yeah, my brother making noise.
I'm getting out a couple starfish because I totally forgot about them. Totally forgot. Oh, and she needs clear. Before I get to the paint. That way it also will wipe off if I get to, whoops. Why? Sorry. I didn't get my glue gun plugged in all the way. There we go. If I make sure she's got a good coat on her before I start to dry brush, it's possible to wipe it off if she's sealed well. So that also means I'm going to go ahead and give her another coat of my homemade Mod Podge, which is just school glue and water, just to seal her. She already has some weird clumps of glue on her, but I'll put something there. It'll be fine. Right. It does not want to hold right there. Obviously, I can't dry brush with things moving. So that means I need to, it's where I use the goopy glue, the stickiest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not dry. So, because there's so much of it. So what I need to do is either wait for it to dry or use hot glue underneath all the ones that have been glued that aren't holding. So I don't know. So I have different size pearls. I have a pearl string, and I am guilty of, this is, many years of broken jewelry. Like my sister's mermaid thing, I'm pretty sure I used a bunch of real pearls to fill the pot. And I realized it after. I was like, yeah, I probably should have done that differently. Because I just get in the process, just get going. But I do have another jar of pearls that I know are not real. You can see which, like, there's aged pearls in here, little tiny ones. I love the colors of those too. But I do have this bag of pretty big ones. And I have this stringy stuff. And that'll be fine too. Like this. I also have another roll of it that is a little bit smaller, I think, and it's on a wire. But this might actually go, hey, at the end, this might go loosely, would be cool.
I like that.
Yeah, kind of like the string on the other one. All right, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I do need to, I can't put white paint on her until she dries a little bit more. She needs some time. The other one is fine. The other one's got more hot glue on her. It's hard for me to get these long sticks to stay in place because they're so heavy. Doesn't matter how hot I get the end. Give me just a second here. All right. So what I want to do now is put some of these starfish on. Come on, stay. So I've never tried to put the sand on the hot glue, but when I saw somebody put the gold leaf on it, I was so impressed because you do it when it's sticky. it just stays on. And you wait for it to dry and brush it right off, which I thought was really cool. I gotta hold this on for a second. I have some little skull beads. That might be cool because it's a pirate. Of course, it'll be painted white, so it would like blend in. And these little shell thingies that could actually be added last because they're a pearl color. Okay, where else do I want a star? Here. And here. And pearl or skull right there. I have a whole bunch of those skull beads. They came from bracelets. I don't remember. We did something for Halloween. Oh, we were voodoo I was a voodoo priestess, and he turned out so cool. He had like the half skeleton painted on his face. Yeah, it was very cool. But I ordered this set of bracelets because it was cheaper to buy, once again, cheaper to buy the beads in the bracelet form, and it came with like 10 of them. And that's just, Okay, so I'm going to hit this with a heat gun to get the strings, and then do some dry brushing. And I'm about to wrap it up for the day. Just want to get those strings. Okay. And I'm going to use, let's see. Do I want a thicker paint? Do I want, this is the pearl white. Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Probably the Maiden. This heavy body though. I just need the soft body one. Parchment. Just as a base color. What if I just use this cheap stuff? Let's see if it covers enough. It's not doing it, and I don't want to get it up over the threads. All right. Might decide I want to put some of that around the top too, but I'm going to have to look at it for a while. See. It's my fault for not being careful. And I'll be aging the coins, so they'll need a base. Don't really have to paint the shells, but I do want, I want the wax to show. And I want to push some of this back to the background. Yeah, that glue's fine. It's just cheap. It's like the cheapest acrylic paint. And it comes in that big jug. I imagine it's for like schools, for like teachers. You know how they sell like the big things of poster paint?
Yeah.
I just got it as like a base coat for things like this. Or when I was mixing paints.
Looks to be covering nicely.
It is actually, and it might be that it's thicker in the lid. It's pretty thick. I mean, I've had it for about 2 years, so it's probably as thick as that. Because it's a little older. I think it was pretty watery at first. But, I mean, it came out nicely, actually. It's good consistency. I love the way the wrinkles are with the tissue paper. It makes me so happy. And I will be painting the top. I'll probably put some of that trim at the top. Or in the very least, some more lace. Pretty rare we get silence on my channel.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Watching and enjoying.
Dawned on me. Well, I'm definitely like, you get excited for this stage and you can't wait to get to this point because this is where you get in the zone. This is where it happens right here.
That's where it kicks off, baby.
Yep. This is the best part. And watching everything come to life, like all the textures that you added it's hard to tell what it is anymore. Because it's just texture. To get more of the string. And I don't want any of the color from that throwaway tissue paper showing through. I'll make sure to get all of that. But wow, it looks cool. Probably need a couple coats on the base. I might end up doing some clay barnacles again on this one. Perhaps. I mean, it's possible. All right. And then this girl, I'm wondering if I should, I'm going to undo my hot glue gun because we're going to quit here pretty quick. What I want to do though is I do have this here. No, you go over there. And I'm not done with the shells or I would put them away. I need to see where I'm at, like where we're adding. Watch me stick this in front of my glue gun and melt a hole right through that bottle of paint. Yep, that's right.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
you've been
I totally backed it up to
so far.
Yeah. Well, I undid the glue gun and I set it on its side so the heated tip is sticking out. And yeah, I'm glad I caught that. We would have had paint everywhere. Big hole in my giant paint bottle. I say dry brushing with the white, but it's not really dry brushing. It's painting, and then you dry brush with other colors. That's really
this is your base coat.
Yeah. And I didn't want to cover up all those stripes in the glass, so I'm glad I didn't. So glad I didn't. I will need to use something on the bottom of both bottles. Next time I do a bottle, if you guys are here with me, somebody holler out at me to tape it off because I never remember. I never remember, though. I don't. And I like having the bottom see-through so they can see that they have a message inside, I just think it's a handy or it's a nice, help me. It's a nice, help me.
Thinking. Don't know.
Don't know the word. Yeah.
No.
It's a nice thing to do. How's that?
A nice step.
It isn't. Yeah, I think it is. But it says it's quirky and it's me.
Feature, says Mary Brown.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Mary.
It's like a pirate is looking out from the window. Yeah, absolutely. This bottle, it does look like a window, doesn't it? I'm going to have to go around her with a Q-tip and get that off of her hat.
It's me.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? What were you saying?
I'm a pirate on a bottle.
Oh. So I'm just kind of barely touching this plant. I mean, this isn't glued down right here. I can't touch it a whole lot.
Julie's making a lamb roast dinner tonight.
Sounds good. We don't really eat lamb like you guys do. Of course,
No.
sheep is it's very Australian, and I get that. I do. We don't eat lamb I think they do in Scotland too, don't they? Because it's a big main animal that is farmed.
A lot of sheep in the UK.
Yeah. Okay, so she's got a good start. She didn't take nearly as long as the other one, and she's bigger, I think. And I've got way too much paint left out here. So clearly I need to keep going.
Yeah, Kylie says, "Oh yes, and certain bits of it in haggis."
Oh yeah, oh haggis. I like
stew.
new food, but I would say no to haggis.
Lamb pie. Scots love their pies.
Yeah, haggis is a sausage. It's kind of like a sausage made out of. It's not like blood sausage. It's made out of all the extra parts. Right? Is that correct?
So.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Scotch egg?
No, I haven't, but I've seen them made a lot.
It's good, man.
Me and new food. If I ever saw one on a menu, I'd order it. Because that's just who I am. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start. I now am at the stage where I have to let them dry. We got pretty far, really, with two of them.
We did.
And I know we went over by almost an hour, but we got pretty far here. I'm pleasantly surprised with the amount of work that I got done here. Yapping with you all. I got that off.
Yeah. Kylie says it's awful, not awful, but awful. OFFAL.
Like full awful?
Oh.
Zing.
Good one.
So I do need to figure out what I'm going to put on the back. I can't just leave it like that. It can't be like that. But I don't want a lot of bulk on it. So I will figure that out. And I think it's going to be a quote. I feel like it's going to be something I print out or some words that I pull from a book, like a found word poetry sort of thing. And then the pirate, I like her strings on the back look great. And I'll just figure out if there's anything I need to cover, any like glue or whatever. But like the coins are flat, so I can always add coins to it. I just would rather have them in clusters around the bottom, like gravity's working, And I think I'll put some of this at the top. But because I'm going to put a cork in this, I don't have the lid for it. It's I'm just going to
please put a cork in it.
Yeah, let me put a cork in it.
Yeah.
I think I'll do that. But this was a lot of fun. I probably will work on these off camera if my dog will let me today. If my dog will let me. And I don't know what's going on this weekend, so probably more rock hunting. Bill's got to work on the car. There's something going on with the axle on the we went over a pot hill over a ditch in the woods. Words are hard right now. It must be time to go. And he bent something, like something fell off, and he's a car guy. He can fix things. It's not a big deal, but this might be bigger than he can do alone. So hopefully he'll get that fixed because summer's here and it's time to go play. You know, got to go play. That's what we do.
Sure.
Right.
Touch grass, man.
That's right. Touch grass, hug trees, find mushrooms, camp, you know, stuff like that.
Run around naked in the woods.
Yeah. Or I'm not mad ever if I get to stay home, and on the weekends, I feel like if we're not going to do anything and we're staying home, I get to come upstairs. So if it's not too hot, I will come up and work on this. Maybe I'll just turn my camera on if I do. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Let me grab a mouse. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
I know we kept it kind of PG today, but back to our raunchy selves next Friday. Okay.
I'll prepare myself for
raucous
more of a raucous stream. Yes.
Yes.
I'll work on some jokes.
That's right. I'll work on mine too. We'll see you guys later. Thank you for being
Take
here.
care.
It was so much fun.
Bye.